The Flash is the fastest man in the DC universe, and Quicksilver is the fastest man in the Marvel universe. Who would win in a race? Or rather, who would win in a fight? Hey guys, I'm Kelly Pally and this is Versus, the series where we pit your favorite comic book characters against one another and see who comes out on top. In this episode, we're facing off the Flash and Quicksilver, so hold on tight as we debate who the real king of speed is. Let's start this off with what each of these speed demons can do. Quicksilver has the ability to move, speak, and think at supersonic speeds, which is crazy valuable. He's got enhanced stamina and durability. He can vibrate his body to phase through objects and has superhuman reflexes. And even at one point, he can even speed through time, but more on that later. Moving on to the Flash. The Flash has super speed, superhuman ability and stamina, ability to vibrate his body and phase through objects, and accelerated metabolism, which could be bad if he doesn't eat enough, the ability to time travel when moving faster than the speed of light, supercharged brain activity, and the ability to create vortexes. Plus, let's not forget about his infinite mass punch. Boom. So, the obvious question: who is faster? There's been a lot of debate about this online, but a couple of mathematically adequate fans have determined that the CW's Flash has an average velocity of about 706 miles per hour. But in the comics, at the speed of light, he can run a mile in 5.3 microseconds. He could travel around 65,000 miles in the time it takes you to blink, which circles the Earth 2.4 times. And let's not forget about the Speed Force, which Barry acquired an ability to access. And if you don't know what that is, the Speed Force is an extra-dimensional energy that can access and control the motion and progression of the universe, of moving time and space forward. So yeah, trump card. But now on to Quicksilver. Similar math pros have analyzed Quicksilver's scenes in X-Men Days of Future Past to determine that he can move roughly around 9,151 miles per hour. So that whoops CW's Flash by a lot. But let's take a look at him in the comics. So there isn't an actual reference to just how fast he is. And guys, if you know otherwise, please let us know in those comments below. So let's take a look at what we do know. Quicksilver was born a mutant with the ability of speed. He loses his powers temporarily, but manages to get them back via the Mist of Terrigen, making him fast enough to travel through time, except it has negative side effects and ages him severely. But what about Barry Allen when he runs through time? Well, he caused the Flashpoint storyline, inevitably jump-starting the whole New 52. You know, the whole restart the universe that's still now continuity even though they restarted it again with Rebirth? Yeah. He's able to reverse the negative effects of Flashpoint though, so there's that. And you can't deny his ability to alter timelines is kind of a big deal. And a one-up on Quicksilver, who just can't seem to get it right. So, who's the winner? I think you guys know, it's the Flash. Why? Because of the Speed Force, of course. While Quicksilver temporarily gains the ability to move through time, he can't quite control it, at least not as well as Barry Allen can. And during the Justice League of America Avengers crossover, Quicksilver becomes obsessed with defeating the Flash, and fails. Twice. Although he does eventually defeat Flash in the Savage Land, but that's because there's no Speed Force in the Marvel universe. So technically speaking, if they were to battle outside of both universes and the Speed Force didn't exist, there's a very good chance Quicksilver would have won this battle. I mean, the Speed Force does power the Flash's abilities. So what do you guys think? Does the Flash deserve this win? Let us know in those comments below. And make sure you hashtag the Flash and hashtag Quicksilver so we can spot you guys easily. Speaking of comments, who do you guys want to see face off in the next video? Do you guys want to see more of your favorite DC and Marvel characters go head to head? Or what about some of the more obscure heroes and villains that we've talked about on some of our top 10 lists? Give us a shout below. But for now, I'm Kelly Pally for Versus, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.